Cody Gakpo was absolutely unstoppable against Leicester City, dragged Liverpool to victory. His skill, 1v1 ability, we definitely are going to analyse him and just talk about what he did, which was so impressive. So let us start here. I know we could talk about Cody Gakpo's goal for years and years, but it's a typical goal of his. It's nothing really surprising. But what was surprising was his ability to come central from wide areas and carry the ball up the pitch. Yes, Cody Gakpo from those wide areas can come inside and be a 1v1 threat, but which was really good is that he was dragging Justin inside. He was dragging Leicester players inside to be able to then carry the ball up the pitch. And from that action, Cody Gakpo wins a free kick, taking Liverpool 20-30 yards up the pitch, and that is so important. When you need that little bit of respite, you need your attacker to be able to carry, and I feel like we need to see Gakpo in more of these central areas because he's a powerful runner. Not many players can take Gakpo down when he's running at full tilt, so this was really good to see him in this central area, but then him also winning a free kick. When Gakpo came to Liverpool, he was so misprofiled. A number 9, maybe a number 8, whatever it was, Klopp just didn't get his profiling right with Gakpo. But we've seen under Slot, his ability to cut inside, his ability to go 1v1 is very important. He able to really go at his fullback, and he's really aggressive in doing so. We're seeing him go on the inside, we're seeing him go on the outside, and it's just what you want to be seeing from your winger. You know, I don't feel like Gakpo could do this from those central strikers sort of positions. He needs to be able to float from the wing to the central area to be able to be really threatening. And I feel like Slot has recognised that and found ways to be able to get him into those positions, whether it's Robertson playing high and wide and then Gakpo in the little pockets of spaces, whether it's Curtis Jones coming to collect and be the connector. There's so many ways in which Liverpool have improved the play of Gakpo this season. And here we go, right on cue, that Gakpo triangle created with Robertson and the midfielder. It is so important. This is how you penetrate low blocks. Having this connectivity, having this coordination between your attackers, fullback and midfielders can really move the opposition defence around. And what Gakpo does is he's potent. He brings Justin inside, which drags him out of position, but then he has the ability and the composure to find a lovely ball into the pocket. But then what he's really added to his game is he never stays static. He's always on the move. And here you have it. He's rewarded, you know, the ball comes back to him. And we see this from wingers in the modern day. They almost admire their action. You know, we see the best wingers, the Salahs of this world who Liverpool have. They have the ability to not just look at their pass, but think, okay, how can I then influence the game after the pass? And Gakpo against Leicester, he was on a mission to do that. You know, when the other attackers weren't really on their game, we saw Gakpo moving centrally, wide, connecting. It was a really fantastic all-round display. For someone so tall, Gakpo just has such good mobility, you know. It really is a really good asset to have, you know. Somebody who's able to be a ball carrier, somebody who's able to almost play like a player who is short, you know. The way he gets out of the tight spaces, the ways he can bulldoze his way through, it's not normal. It is not normal. It's such a unique profile that any attacking side would love to have, you know. When you have Gakpo at full tilt, he really is an effective player. And as I said earlier in the video, Gakpo had the ability to drag Justin inside. And here is a specific example showing that. A ball over the top. I think all Liverpool fans will remember the lovely flick that went to Robbo. But just look at the connectivity. McAllister, Robbo, Gakpo. They're all in positions to be able to influence this attack. It is really good. Because once Gakpo then releases Robbo, he has the whole wide left to himself. And Gakpo can either make a run inside or then peel out to the outside again. It really was confusing Justin because Justin is a really, you know, positive 1v1 defender. He wants to get involved, but Gakpo certainly did have his number, whether that was with his movement, whether that was with his dribbling, his 1v1 trickery, whether that was with the coordination with Robertson. It just felt as though Liverpool were really creating fantastic stuff on the left side, and we normally associate that with the right side, so it's really positive to see the left side with Gakpo cooking. I talked about being so impressed with Gakpo coming inside, but it really was the end product after coming inside. He never got it wrong. He always picked the right option. In this instance, you know, there's a ball onto Szoboszlai next to him. There's Jota coming, peeling from the 9 position. He could recycle, but Gakpo, he has the ability to know the game state. He thought, okay, yes, we're 1-0 up, or 2-1 up, sorry, but can we get that third goal? Can we completely kill Leicester? We know the 1v1 threat of Salah, and what does Gakpo do? He swings out a perfectly weighted pass to Salah, and we know what Salah does. He puts it into the back of the net. But it's not even that I want to look at. Look at Gakpo. He's still on his bike. You remember earlier on in the video, I was like, the best wingers, once they play a pass, they don't just stay static. They think about following the move and seeing how they can influence it. And Gakpo, although he wasn't involved directly in Salah doing the quality stuff he does, he's still on the move. And Arne Slot is going to be so delighted with this performance. I know Luis Diaz has been in fantastic form, especially in the false nine position, on the wide position, but Gakpo really showed today that he can be a proper starter in this side. And I've said it many times before, Gakpo, Diaz and Salah is the best front three in terms of fluidity and in terms of confidence to be able to produce goals and assists. Nunes is a fantastic talent and I still think he can come good, but in this moment, the way Gakpo is playing off the left with Luis Diaz and the ability of him to rotate with him, and Salah as well, who's just irreplaceable in that front line, Liverpool can be potent. Liverpool can be certainly unstoppable. And it's just about Arne Slot finding the consistency of the front three eventually, because sometimes, it can hurt players not knowing that they're guaranteed places in the side. But, we have to trust Arne Slot. He's a fantastic manager and he's got Liverpool flying high in the sky. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, peace.